Hey guys, Constance here at a Good Life Farm. So I'm out here working. I mowed the pasture today out on the big tractor on Big Red, and mowed basically everything that I needed to mow out there today. And right now I have this area that's kind of like a little alleyway that I created. All of this that you see behind me was pasture when we bought the property, but I allowed a strip along our property line, which is that way, to grow up, and in that strip I created a mowed area just to kind of walk through here. Well, periodically you do need to trim everything back because nature tries to take back anything you've cleared, and so that is what I'm doing today. I've been cutting down all the limbs and all that stuff through here, and enjoying sweating out some all the bad stuff today. But over the weekend I went to Tennessee. I went up there for the Homesteaders of America conference, and this is the smaller one that is held in Columbia, Tennessee at Hardison Mill Hall. It is Rory Feek's farm, and it's a smaller venue, it's a smaller event, and it's a really, all of the Homesteader of America events are fantastic, but this is the second year that they've held this one. There was a business-related one back in January, and this one was kind of geared towards brand new or wannabe homesteaders. And there was a Kidsteader event where the kids could come and play and learn. They could do morning chores with the farmer and all of that while the parents took classes and learned themselves. So that was one of the things that was going on. But I just wanted to share some of the highlights of the event.
I'm gonna look around real quick, make sure nobody has any tomatoes. Anybody have any tomatoes in their hand? Okay, I want to make sure because I'm gonna tell you I don't like tomatoes. Okay, and that's okay. Release it. I don't like kale either. I don't care what they're saying. Kale is cool. Kale, yeah, all that stuff. Not me. Kale, yeah. If you feed it to the pigs and turn that kale into bacon.
Good morning, girl. Alright, so when I arrived at the conference yesterday, or excuse me, on Thursday, I was helping with the setup, I'm one of the volunteers, which I often do, and I was helping organize and alphabetize all of the name tags for the vendors and the participants and all that. And I'm going through, and oh my goodness, guess what I saw? 4 jars. Had no idea they were going to be here, and I'm really excited to get to meet some of the wonderful people behind this company. You guys who are subscribers to my channel have seen the 4 jars canning lids. I love these canning lids, and I really love the people behind them. So I want to introduce you to some of the people who are part of 4 jars.
My name is Mike. I'm with 4 jars, and it's a pleasure to be here and pleasure to meet you. We are here at the Homesteading of America event. Our little booth here. We've seen some of our viewers and our canners here, and so it's really exciting to meet everybody in person.
Alright, so how did you guys get started doing the 4 jars canning lids?
Yeah, so we, around 2 years ago, well, I guess we'll start and go back to kind of the beginning. We come from Ukraine, as many of our canners know, and so homesteading there was kind of a way of life. And when we came over here, our grandparents homesteaded, great-parents or parents, and so it was kind of a way natural for us. And we came here and seen that it was kind of harder to find, especially during the pandemic, lids and quality utensils. And so what we did is we set out to basically change that and become a supplier with quality products to our canners. And when the pandemic hit, it kind of gave us that boost because the supply was low, you couldn't get anything anywhere, and so we just decided, you know, let's go, and it kind of went on from there. And so we got our lids now. We everything is here at our facility in Florida. Everything ships out from there. We have everything in stock, and so we want to make sure we provide and fill that void when you can't get lids. You know that, you know, we've got them here. We're here, you know, as a family, and to provide to our canners and to our 4Jars family and the community.
So you will see lots of 4Jars lids in my videos. You guys know I've been using these lids, very happy with them, and they have kind of like a little slogan that I'll put a little picture here of the towels that they made. What they always pop.
Always pops.
They
it's
always
the satisfaction
pop.
of the pop pulling
Yes.
out of that canner. And so.
Yes, there's two things that canners like to hear: the tink when they see them, and the pop when you open them.
Yep.
Yep. So check them out. I'll put a link to all their information down below. So I was really excited when I showed up and I was helping with the setup, and I saw that 4Jars was going to be there. I had no idea they were going to be there, and so I got a chance to meet some of these great people in person. So it was their first time coming, and there was another company that I had met. It was also their first time. And you know, it's great when companies who create a product that are really homesteading centric, like canning lids or food preservation tools or anything along those lines, I think it is great when they are able to connect with their community, because a homesteading event is like the perfect place for them to actually meet their target audience, their community, and get the feedback, put a face to them, and just really get to know them. And I was so excited to get to meet the people from 4Jars, as well as all the other people who were there. Some of my wonderful subscribers were there, and I think I met my biggest little fan, or littlest big fan. I don't know how old she was, maybe 7 or 8 years old, with her cute little braids, but she was precious. And so I got to meet all sorts of wonderful people. Got to hug some necks of people that I have known for a while, interacted with for a while, but never got to see face to face. And so it was really great to see them. And then of course to catch up with people that I did already know and spend some time with them. And I have to tell you, there was one class in particular that really got me excited, and that was the bee one. So the first day of the conference, when the day was over, I went out to dinner with my friend Anne from A Farm Girl in the Making and her husband, and then 2 other couples. And as it turns out, the guy who was sitting next to me, his name was Adam, he was there for the conference to teach all about beekeeping. And not just regular, you know, stacked up beehive beekeeping. It was a kind of beehive I don't think I had ever laid eyes on before. And we got to talking, and I told him about, you know, how I had wanted to have bees, and how, you know, I had gotten everything I needed except for the bees. And then I was, you know, given this diagnosis with my spine, and that in the long term, I don't think I'll be able to do it. And he looked at me and he goes, "You need to come to my class tomorrow, because I know exactly what you need to do. You need the horizontal hives like I use. You got to come to my class tomorrow." So I was really looking forward to that. And the class was in the afternoon, but, you know, Adam is really passionate about teaching about bees. And so anybody that walked up and had questions, he just dove in and was such a great resource for learning anything you needed to know, especially about these horizontal beehives. And so I actually got a little bit of a preview ahead of the class with a couple of other people, and you guys, he brought 2 full hives of bees and he set them up there. And we walked into this area. He had it kind of barricaded off with some Premier One fencing. He walked us right in there. No suit, no gloves, no hoods or anything like that. We walked right out there. He showed us the hives. He opened them up and nobody got stung. The bees were calm. It was amazing, and I am so excited because I don't think I have to give up the dream of having bees. I was so disappointed when I learned about the problems with my spine and that I didn't think I was going to be able to lift the heavy, you know, up to 80-pound layers of a standard beehive. But these, I mean, I'm so excited, you guys, and I cannot wait to learn more about them. And I think one of the best things is the plans for building these are online, and I might be able to just build them myself. So I'm super excited. So that said, I am going to get back to work. If you are not familiar with the Homesteaders of America, I have a link down below where you can join up for that. And it is a wonderful organization. And all of the teaching sessions that they have for the big Virginia event are available online, where you can go back and you can watch them and learn from them. There's also homesteader discounts from kind of member businesses and stuff, and so you can find some coupon codes and stuff like that for members. So if you are interested, check out the link down below. And I'm gonna get back to work. But before I do, I just want to show you guys something. So if you look down here, you will notice I have got poison ivy everywhere. And most people know and can recognize poison ivy because as the leaves grow, and this is how I learned to identify them, they're kind of shaped like a mitten. See how it's got a little thumb coming off the side there? So that's your poison ivy. And a lot of people, you know, react to this. It's horrible, horrible, horrible for a lot of people. I don't normally react to it, so I do kind of respect it, but it doesn't bother me at all to be out here in my little clogs and brushing against it. It never really does anything to me. But if you are highly allergic to poison ivy, there is another one you need to watch out for, and that is this right here. This is another vine, and it is called Virginia creeper. Virginia creeper has these clusters of 5 leaves. It grows as a vine, it grows all over the place, and it often can be found in the same area where poison ivy can be found. It likes the shade and all of that. This also contains that same oil that poison ivy has. It just doesn't have anywhere near as much. But if you are highly allergic to poison ivy, you will also likely react to this. So this is something else to keep in mind when you are out in the woods or working on the homestead. And with that, I'm going to get back to work. So, my name is Constance at A Good Life Farm. I'll talk to y'all next time.